Hey everybody, Consumer Investigator Dale Cardwell here, and this is Consumer News We Can Use. Here's a question. When hiring a contractor, should you choose one that has more experience or one that is more educated on the latest trends in their trade? It's kind of a trick question because as a homeowner, you really want someone who is both. Joining us now is the owner of TrustDALE Certified After 5 Floors, Shay Reason. Shay, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing very well, Dale. Good to see you today.
Good to see you. So tell me why hiring a craftsman with both hands-on experience and knowledge of the latest flooring technology is so important in your industry.
Well, flooring is just like everything else in our world. It continues to evolve, the technology improves, and we want our craftsmen, the guys that are out there actually executing, putting the flooring down for us, we want them up on the latest technology. We want them to have the right tools, tools that make them look even better than they already are. And there's nothing like having a well-equipped craftsman out at your home, putting down a really good product, but making it look even better with the right tools and with the right education.
How do you know that person is up on the latest trends and tools?
So that's an excellent question, Dale. We spend time actually going through some processes where we identify new tools that are on the market, and we'll purchase those in relationship with our crews to make sure those are on their trucks. And then, as far as the education goes, there are different certification courses in our industry, such as the NWFA or the World Floor Covering Association or CFI. And we actually send our crews to the continuing education programs that these institutions provide for us.
So, so before we started our conversation, you told me a joke about the pro that tells you that they have 20 years of experience, but what are they not telling you, Shay?
Well, 20 years of experience just can a lot of times mean you got 1 year experience and 19 years of repetitiveness. Um, so it was a joke that an NWFA guy told me, a kind of an old head in the industry that was training these good old boys all the time and trying to get them to realize, hey, there's some new equipment out there that'll make that process that you're putting that floor through look a whole lot better and have a whole lot better result at the end of the day for the consumer.
And this is why it's so important to ask for references and read reviews. Why is it so important to look at reviews, Shay?
Well, the reviews can a lot of times tell you in whole. If you, I like to get on Google and read reviews. I like to read the worst and the best, and identify. Okay, what is the general consensus of these consumers, customers, clients of this company trying to tell us? And somewhere in the middle there, you can kind of figure out, hey, is this a legitimate company out there? That's how I look at it. And for us at After 5 Floors, we're striving to get 5-star reviews, and that'll tell you if your craftsmanship is up to par for a company you're getting ready to hire. One thing it'll tell you too is how neat a vehicle is when it arrives to your job site. If that crew's got a neat, clean van on the inside, and he puts his tools up just right, and that'll give you a good indication of how he's going to treat your home.
That's an industry insider tip. I love that. Great advice. So I understand there's a lot of new technology around the flooring tools. Let's talk a little bit about the changes in the industry and the training that needs to take place so that a craftsman knows how to use these tools. You mentioned these seminars that you attend.
Yeah, it can be anything from a new tool that's on the market, and for instance, there's a sand and finish equipment that we got where they actually put LEDs on the sanding equipment. So when the guy's down on the floor in the dark corner or in the middle of the floor where there's light, he's actually got an LED that's putting light in a very strategic area, so he knows if he's getting that floor level, if he's getting all the scratches out of that particular hardwood floor that he's working on. It could be as simple as that. It could be something more complicated where someone like a Mape or a Shonox has produced a floor leveler or a floor prep, and they've got these genius scientists in the lab working on this product, and I got to get that all the way out to my guy and make sure that we're not putting too much water or mixing that proper over mixing that product, just like you would a cake. You don't mix it too long, and you don't want to put too much oil in it, or you won't have a good finished product. Well, that's the same thing going on with our subfloor techniques that work on to make sure you've got a suitable subfloor for a finished product to go over it.
Shay, what's the risk of going to a big box store and then hiring a sub or asking one of their subs to install your floor?
To me, the biggest thing with a big box store is when you walk in, you're buying the brand, right? You're buying the big orange or the big blue, but that person that's behind the counter is merely there to get you into the computer and push down the line. You're going to have 4 to 5 different companies that integrate together, and I use the word integrate loosely. Because they each have a role to play, and a lot of times that ball is dropped. And yeah, you got a big corporation backing you, but who really wants to stay on that 800 number that long to get that problem fixed? And then to answer the other side of the question, the small guy, most of the time, the small guy is the guy that's got the 20 years experience, but really it's the 1 year experience and 19 years of repetitiveness. So
Yeah.
staying up on the trade and the craft is something that we pride ourselves in.
So you mentioned a couple of cool, groundbreaking tools that you're using. What are some other tools that folks just don't realize are available?
Oh man, it's a good question. The type of saw blades that are out there, um, uh, different composites that the floors can be made of. The right saw blade can make all the difference in the world. There's actually there's some products out there for cutting flooring that is kind of like is a guillotine, like you would see at your school, uh, supply room where you're cutting paper. There's a product that actually a tool that has a blunt edge that actually cuts flooring perfectly. Those are the things that not just give you a clean cut, but they give the guys speed. They're not going in and out of the house constantly. They're able to stay right inside the house, and they're not creating all the dust.
Shay, one reason I love working with you guys is that you love to talk about the trade. You love the tools of the trade. And that's a passion that I look for in companies, no matter what the discipline is. Is this person into what they do? And are they on the cutting edge and want to learn more? And After Five Floors is certainly fits that bill. I appreciate what you guys do. Here's a final question. If someone calls you today, how soon can you get them an estimate and how soon can you get them a floor?
Yeah, we definitely would love for you to visit us at trustdale.com and fill out a form. Visit at after5floors.com. We're going to book an appointment, bring out samples, take a measurement, and give you a written quote right there. And we like to be able to get to you within a couple of days to get that quote done. And then as far as the installation time, it's just a matter of getting the materials in hand. We stock thousands of square feet of flooring here at our facility. So picking an in-stock product definitely makes that process move faster. But we also have lots of cool items that we can special order. But we would love to get you wrapped up in a matter of a couple of weeks so you can get to living on that new floor. There's nothing like new flooring.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you spending some time on that because if the person you call says that they can put your floor in tomorrow, it might be a pause for concern. Shay, thank you so much for your advice and your expertise in this field.
Dale, thank you. We appreciate you guys. We always love partnering with you.
Okay, and thank you guys for joining us with another Consumer News We Can Use.